The Flip Wilson Show.
A while back, you met Marvin and Howard. Well, last week, they had a fight. And Howard choked Marvin until he turned blue. He had to be choking him pretty hard to make him turn blue. So Marvin had Howard arrested, charged with assault, battery, attempted manslaughter, and talking about his mother. Howard's lawyer told him to apologize to Marvin because if Marvin refused to identify him in court, the judge would drop the charges. The night before the trial, Howard just happened to drop by Marvin's house.
I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
Listen, did you get the candy that I sent you?
You didn't send any candy.
Well, I did call the candy store, but they was closed.
I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. You're in a lot of trouble. You're going to jail.
Well, but see now, Marvin,
you're a criminal, a menace to society, and I'm going to get you.
But we've been friends a long time, man, a long, long time. And I admit, sometimes I do get a little hot and I fly off the handle.
But you going to jail this time. A lot of trouble. You in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, but, I mean, you've done a lot of things to me. But I overlooked them. Now, did I do all that?
Yeah, you did it. You know you did it. You're the one who did it. Then you come and say, did I do that? Yes, you did it. Yeah, and you're going...
couldn't have...
You did it! I'm the one you did it to. I know who did it.
I couldn't have done that. I mean, all I did was I didn't even hit you that hard. I just hit you like that. That's all I did.
You hit me harder than that. You hit me like that. When I got hit, I know how hard you hit me.
I'm the one who hit you, and I know how hard I hit you. I only hit you like that. That's all I did. Honest.
I remember the pain when it shot across my eye. You hit me like that. Now, every time you hit me, you just add into the evidence. I'm going to be everything. I'm telling everything in court tomorrow.
All right. Well, if you say that I did it, then I must have did it. Because you wouldn't lie. I mean, I've always said to anybody, Marvin may not be able to fight too good, but Marvin don't lie. So I came to tell you that I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Yes.
You're not sorry.
But I brought
Too late. You're not sorry. I refuse to let you be sorry. You just want me to think you're sorry, so I refuse to identify you in court tomorrow.
No.
And the judge will drop the charge.
No.
But it's not working.
Not true.
You're not going to get off that
Not
easy.
true.
I've been to jail myself. You going to jail. I know how it is.
But I brought you these plastic flowers.
I don't want any giant plastic flowers. Where'd you get them flowers from?
I worked hard to get these. They fell off of the hearse. I had to chase the hearse all in the middle of traffic to pick these flowers up for you.
Yeah, I don't care. Don't make
Okay, all right. I'm wrong.
That's right.
Marvin, to tell you the truth, you are right. You know, I didn't want you to identify me, but I'm really sorry. Sorry. You remember the time when we was little kids hanging out together?
Yeah.
And we used to bake them potatoes?
Yeah.
And you remember the time I accidentally stepped on your potato and I let you buy half of mine? Remember that? That was the good old days, wasn't it? That was the good old days.
I sure hate to send you to jail. Yeah, you're not getting off that easy, though. Yeah, you almost made me forget. It's too late, though. You know why? Because I gave the police your name and address, your mother and father's name and address. I gave them your social security number. I picked your picture out of the files, and they got a perfect set of your fingerprints from around my neck.
Now, didn't I lighten up on you when you was turning blue? Huh? When you was turning blue, I lightened up on you. You could have gone straight to black.
Don't make no difference. Yeah, ever since we were little kids, you've been walking up and down on my chest. You're in a lot of trouble now. Big trouble. Big trouble. I got the lock on you now. Yeah, I'll probably never see you again.
Okay. You gonna send a soul brother to jail, huh?
It was the soul brother who kicked me in the face. I know law. I know law. Don't tell me nothing about the law. I'm gonna tell it to you just the way it's gonna sound tomorrow when the man whips it on you. The man gonna say, do you deny that you, the party of the first part, did willfully and with malice aforethought kick Marvin Latimer of 142 Good Time Road in the face? That's what the man gonna tell you in the morning. You're going to jail. All time for anybody to see you again.
The kick in the face was your fault.
My fault?
Yes. I was trying to kick you from behind. You turned around. Now, I cannot stop a kick from coming around. It's either that I kick you in the face or that I hurt my back. And I'm not about to hurt my back. And besides, a kick in your face don't show too much. Now, are you going to identify me or not?
It depends.
On?
Well, you explained a lot to me about the kick, so I do have to reconsider.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Little.
So it depends on how I feel in the morning. If I wake up in the morning and I smell the coffee and the eggs coming up from downstairs, and my mother done fried some of them potatoes with the onions in them. I like them with the onions in them. And some biscuits and some milk, and the sun shining and there's a bird sitting on my window. Maybe I won't identify you. Maybe. So it depends on how I feel in the morning. And right now, you're interfering with my rest, and you are dismissed.
You know, Marvin.
You are dismissed. I do not wish to discuss it with you any longer.
I just want you to know that any other person in my position, who was not a friend of yours, would say to you, okay, you're going to identify me in court, therefore I am going to beat you up. Beat you right up. Now, are you going to identify me or not?
Well, let us put it this way. If I were you, I wouldn't make any plans for the next 6 months. Because you are going to jail. You're a criminal. You're a menace to society. You're what's holding us back. don't do it anymore. Hello, Bonnie. What's happening, Bonnie? What, you live here in town, Bonnie?
Inglewood.
Yes. Say, I'm talking to Bonnie. You want to get us cut off?
I like the song, though.
Okay, well, I'm talking to Bonnie. I like Bonnie. We're talking to Bonnie, ladies and gentlemen. Back off. Speak. Let's see, you didn't know you out here.
I'm here.
I told him you got a new suit on.
Hello.
Hi, Bonnie. Did you live here in town, Bonnie?
Yeah.
Oh, where you live?
Inglewood.
Inglewood. I'll be out that way tomorrow, Bonnie.
Where's the man with the thing in his ear?
I want to speak to that lady over here. Excuse me.
Huh? Go
I
ahead.
want to speak to that lady over here.
All right, go ahead.
Just kind of lay back. Okay?
I'm laying
Sit down.
back.
Sit down. You had your chance.
I'm right over there.
Oh, hi. I want to speak to a disinterested, impartial fan.
Go ahead.
Someone who came to see both of us.
All right.
I want an honest, candid opinion.
Right
All right.
on.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
You devil, you. Disinterested. She don't care which of us is which.
That's right.
That's right. Pardon me. Who's your favorite comic? Don't worry about
Now,
hurting
wait a
his
minute.
feelings.
No, don't go.
Just a minute, I'm talking to the lady.
You don't ask people who's your favorite comic. This is your show.
That's right. That's
You know
why.
what they're going to say. They're going to say you because they feel sorry for you.
This isn't honest.
No, this is not an honest woman. How do I know this?
What do you mean this is not an honest
Maybe
woman?
somebody you
Oh, don't come in here insulting my guest now. Who said this is not an honest woman?
I don't
This
care.
lady is above reproach.
read the Bible.
Integrity, a pillar in the community.
Yeah, that's why she shouldn't be here. Don't want no pillars talking around here. You got somebody stashed in this audience that you paid, and you're going to say, who's funny, me or Bill? And then she's going to say you, then you're going to say,
And you're afraid,
how
huh?
dare you start that stuff? When I was at one time the number one, just because you're a little number one now, that don't mean to me. Now, don't be getting nobody you paid. Pick on somebody righteous.
Friend.
That ain't the one. I know she's not righteous.
Lady.
I know this woman.
I'm speaking to the lady. Will you
she's
back
gonna
off?
lie. I know from the
No,
get.
ma'am, I want an honest opinion. And the fact that I'm sitting here, hugging you, and kiss you on the cheek, ain't got nothing to do with it.
You acting like a...
Ma'am, who is your favorite comic?
Red Fox.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for you to meet the very lovely Mrs. Bill Cosby and his mother, Mrs. Cosby. And we'd like for you to meet Bill's mother, okay? Mrs. Cosby? Before I leave, I'd like to ask, how long have you been writing his material?
7 years.
Yes. And you're doing a very good job.
Thank you.
And if he ever gives you any trouble, my number is Bigelow 947-2368-07421. See you later.
Sorry, Kim Wasabi.
Now look, this looks like a pretty nice place to camp. Look, let me tell you what I want you to do, faithful Indian companion. After dinner, I want you to start the campfire, then put out the bedrolls, and don't forget to change the... What are you doing? Don't you ever go in the food in front of me. Don't do that. Don't you ever touch the food in front of me. You know you're supposed to wait.
Sorry.
I like that. You do that one more time, and right back to the whatchamacallit.
Sorry, Kimasabi. Kimasabi, we're alone?
Yeah?
That's good, because I'm tired of talking like an Indian.
I never asked you to talk like that.
Yes, you did.
You were talking like that when I met you.
You asked me to talk like that because you was jealous of Little Beaver. And you kept asking me to talk like that.
But that I asked you to talk like that only when my friends was around.
Well,
Ain't none of my friends around. We alone. You can talk like you're supposed to talk.
good.
You upset? What's bugging you?
You really want to know?
Yes, I want to know. What's bugging you? You've been ridiculous lately.
That's what I'm talking about. Two men running around in these outfits. We look ridiculous. It's
Well, we're the
embarrassing.
lone stranger in Pronto.
But these outfits, man.
Well, this is what people expect us to wear. But that disappoint people.
That's all right for 20 years ago, but not today.
You know what's wrong with you? You don't have any pride in your work. That's right.
I got a lot of pride in my
No,
work.
you don't. No, you don't. You wouldn't be condemning yourself.
You want to know something? You are a racist. Racist. W-R-A-C-I-S-T. Racist.
Me, a racist?
Racist! You are exploiting me. I talked to Little Beaver, and Little Beaver told me that you're exploiting me. Little Beaver is rich now. He's retired. He's out there in Oklahoma City someplace in charge of everything. What do I have? You with nothing. You don't even have silver bullets left. Going around with aluminum. Aluminum bullets, and you solve the crime and leave it, and people throw the bullet back at you, hit you right in the head. It's embarrassing.
You've been talking to Jane Fonda, ain't you? Well, I'm doing the best I can with what I got, and you what I got. Well, sitting around complaining.
You better change. You gotta change with the times now.
Give up being the lone stranger?
That's right. We gotta find a new way to make a buck.
You're ridiculous. What am I gonna do with all the aluminum bullets? What about my mask and everything? Look at my mask. What am I gonna do with that? What else can we do?
We could be a singing group.
You know I can't sing.
Yeah, you're right about that. Well, you can sell potato chips.
I don't want to sell potato chips.
Well, we're famous, right?
That's right.
All right, then let's use our names. Let's use the names.
Oh. You mean like open up a chain of restaurants?
Sure, a chain of restaurants shaped like your hat, a big white hat.
Yeah. And the stools shaped like saddles.
That's right.
And the waitresses wear buckskin miniskirts and holsters.
Hello. You mean the girls will have 38s?
If they don't, we won't hire them.
That's right.
Yeah, but what are we gonna specialize in? Gotta have something to specialize in. You can't just shove anything at the people.
Well, let's see. Somebody's already taken the chicken,
Yeah.
and the corned beef is covered.
Yeah.
Anybody got cream chip beef on toast?
Now who's gonna buy a bucket of cream chip beef? Be stupid.
Service.
Hey, I know. Got it. We sell a kemosabe burger.
That's all right. Now, what you gonna put in the kemosabe burger?
If we tell them what's in it, they ain't gonna eat it. I mean, after we retire, we're gonna have 2 horses that ain't doing nothing.
No
Kemosabe horses. I
Lone
believe so.
stranger. Oh, lone stranger.
Here come a check.
At last I found you. I need your help.
No autographs today, ladies.
But you must save me. Please save me. The banker's foreclosing the mortgage. They've taken away my land and the kids are starving.
Yeah. Just sound like this lady got a problem, you know? Kids starving, bank foreclosing the mortgage, took away the property. The lone stranger rides again.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I thought we were going to go into franchise business. What you want to go away with this lady for?
God, stupid. This is my wife. get it right this time.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. No, you did it wrong. Now, come on. Can you do the thing right?
That's ridiculous.
Hello. Hey, hey.
Yeah.